one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, City Council, Mayor Burcroft, Deputy Clerk, and audience. This is the City of Romulus City Council regular meeting for Monday, April 3rd, 2017. We'll now have the roll call. Councilwoman Abdo is absent this evening. Councilman Barton?
Here.
Councilwoman Choate?
Here.
Councilman Kraut?
Here.
Councilwoman Makowski?
Here.
And Councilwoman Roscoe is absent this evening, and Councilman Wadsworth.
Here.
Mr. Chair, we have a quorum.
Okay, thank you, Madam Clerk.
Tonight's council meeting agenda is as follows. Number 1, agenda. Number 2, minutes. 3, petitioner. 4, chairperson's report. 5, mayor's report. 6A, clerk's report. 6B, treasurer's report. 7 is public comment. 8, unfinished business. 9, new business. 10, communication. And number 11 is adjournment. And a motion will be in order to accept the regular council meeting agenda as presented.
So moved.
Support.
Been motioned by Mr. Kraut, supported by Ms. Makowski for approval of the agenda as presented. Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Makowski?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Agenda accepted.
Number 2, under minutes. For approval are the minutes from the regular council meeting held March 27th, 2017.
So move for March 27th, 2017.
Support.
Been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Choate for approval of the minutes from our regular council meeting, which was held March the 27th, 2017. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Makowski?
Abstain.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
Item 2B for approval are the minutes from the special meeting, which was a closed session held on Monday, March 27, 2017 at 7:00 p.m. This is regarding pending union matters.
Move for March 27th, 2017 at 7 p.m. for pending union matters.
Support.
A motion by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Mr. Kraut for approval of the minutes from our special meeting, which was held on March 27, 2017 at 7:00 pending union matters. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Makowski?
Abstain.
Ms. Choate?
Abstain.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
There are no petitioners this evening. Number 4 is the chairperson's report.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. The chair at this time is going to recognize Councilwoman Makowski.
I'd like for someone to support a memorial resolution for Julie Freeze.
Support.
And if I may just say a few words.
Sure.
She passed away on March 30th of 2017. She was born in July 24th of 1950. She was the daughter of J.P. and Joy Myers Lamberson. Julie was raised in Romulus and attended Romulus schools. She was married to Ted Leppard and was preceded in death by her mother, father, and older brother Robert. She is survived by a younger sister Shirley and brother Jim. So if you could send your prayers their way, it would be greatly appreciated.
Thank you. It's been motioned by Ms. Makowski, supported by Mr. Wadsworth for a memorial resolution for Ms. Julie Freeze. Ms. Makowski?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved. I'm going to, I'll do this first. I went to a function Sunday, birthday party, for Romulus residents, and it was at the senior center, and asked for a proclamation from the mayor. He gave a proclamation for Miss Sarah Steele for 100 years old.
Wow.
And she really looks good. Matter of fact, my classmate is her nephew, And I teased him. I said, she look better than you do. He laughed it off, of course. I'm going to read. So keep in prayers. I just hope that we can have a longevity life like Miss Steele. I'm going to read off some household hazardous waste from Wayne County. The reason I'm going to do this because sometimes I do the list, but I'm going to read the whole thing now because I get some calls and they say they just want to know a little bit more, and they call the number and then, they would rather hear it in case they can't get through. And this is the Wayne County Department of Public Service Household Hazardous Waste Collection. And this is April the 22nd, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Romulus Civic Center parking lot, which is right here in Romulus at 1111 Wayne Road. Some of the example of acceptable items are household paints, stains, dyes, floor wax, floor care products, carpet cleaner, furniture polish, bathroom cleaners, stain removers, solvents, pharmaceutical waste, nail polish, glue, fertilizer, lawn and garden chemicals, pesticides, antifreeze, motor oil, gasoline, propane tanks, automotive batteries and dry cell batteries, fluorescent bulbs, all types, fixed extinguishers, smoke detectors, mercury thermometers, thermostats, and elementary mercury. Now, in electronics recycling is computer CPUs, flat screen monitors, printers, keyboards, the mice, cell phones, fax machines, copiers. And these are only household generated products from Wayne County residents will be accepted, which was mentioned. And if you have any other questions that you have something you want to discuss with the county, the area, the phone number, you'll call the Wayne County Resource Recovery Coordinator. And this is at area code 734-326-3936. 734-326-3936. And on another note, I would just like to say congratulations to a granddaughter that plays for the Romulus girls varsity basketball team. She received a scholarship for a ride to play basketball for Schoolcraft College.
Good.
Congratulations, Mariana Barton. With that concludes the chairperson's report.
Mr. Chair, if I may,
Yes.
I
Okay.
move that we accept your report.
Support.
Okay, it's been moved by Ms. Makowski, supported by Ms. Choate, to accept the chairperson's report. Ms. Makowski,
Yes.
Ms. Choate,
Yes.
Mr. Kraut,
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved. Thank you very much.
Number 5 is the mayor's report.
Good evening, City Council, Clerk, Deputy Clerk, and audience. Tonight, quote I brought comes from Winston Churchill, and it goes as this: never, 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 never give up. And I brought that quote because that's our strategy with what the residents wanted with the vision process. They wanted development. We got some bad news this last meeting that Mr. Keys reported on, and I wanted to speak to briefly. Apologize, didn't get a chance, didn't have an opportunity to give the electeds a little bit of a heads up on that one. I did just talk today to the gentleman that returned the call from Tanger Outlet. He was a senior vice president, so I asked him some questions that I could report back to you and to our residents. And what I said to him is, you've got nothing to lose, you're out, so be open and honest with me about the project and the process, if there's anything we can get better on. And here's some of his comments. Basically, and this was from gentleman Charles Worsham, Senior Vice President of Construction and Development from Tanger Outlets, who was the third, as you recall, company that came in. As I talked to him today, he said that the retail market is cautious right now. There's a lot changing as far as some online ordering. Basically, the really thing that brought the project out of the project phase was the lack of people committing to be tenants. So as it went from New England to Paragon to Tanger, Some of those fell off, so they were trying to pull that together. So they did not have the number that they felt comfortable moving forward. They have another development that they've had some challenges with that he made mention that probably brought more awareness to the board. So from that standpoint, that didn't help. So I asked him about our community, and his quote was, this city of Romulus is very willing and supportive of this project. More hospitable than many other communities he's worked in. So from the standpoint of coming through, getting permits and approvals, and our willingness to accommodate his timeline, he said absolutely was looking forward to working with our community. So my question was, is there anything we can get better at? Could we have learned from this? Because we've got many other projects that we're working on. So to council, to the electeds, the public, I guess I would say, remember, this was like 36 acres of 1,000 over there. So we're not going to give up. We're going to keep working our plan. There's still a lot of interest in that area. And but I did also give you a copy of a press release that was sent out today that with more details on it as well for city council and for the press. So just wanted to give you a quick update on that one, and we're going to stay vigilant and keep working on other development, and we are the home of opportunity. A lot of events going on, so I'd like to welcome up is Dennis Davison to give a quick live report on some of those events. Dennis?
Thank you, Mayor. It was kind of a quiet weekend, but it's going to be a big build-up to a very, very busy April. We're going to start off with Wednesday, April the 5th. It's going to be a ribbon cutting at our new Jimmy John's over here on the corner. That will be at 10 a.m. Also on Wednesday, there will be an 8 a.m. coffee hour at the Wings Credit Union, sponsored by Romulus and Belleville Chambers of Commerce. Wednesday, also on April the 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th, will be Toddler Story Time, 8:30 a.m. at the Romulus Public Library. Also at the Romulus Public Library on Wednesday the 5th, Library Family Movie Night. Sing is the name of the movie, starting at 6 p.m. On Saturday, April the 8th, St. John's Lodge Prayer Breakfast, 9 o'clock at the Wayne Tree Manor. That's $25 a person. Saturday, April the 8th is going to be our big event here, Brunch with the Bunny and Community Easter Egg Hunt. Brunch will begin at 10:30 a.m. Tickets are $10 each. Hunt will begin at noon sharp. Photos are $3 each. So that's Lunch with the Bunny and the Community Easter Egg Hunt this coming Saturday. On Saturday, April the 8th, Healthy Living Workshop featuring Dr. Travis Dockery from True Health Chiropractic. And it'll be at 12 noon at the Romulus Public Library. On Thursday, the 13th, the Senior Center April Easter Luncheon at the Senior Center at 11 o'clock in the morning. And Friday, April the 14th, will be the Good Friday Community Walk and Worship. They'll begin at 10 a.m. with refreshments available at the Wesleyan Church. Parking and shuttle will begin at 11. The walk begins at the Romulus Historical Park at noon. Non-denominational worship service at Romulus Wesleyan Church, sponsored by the Romulus Ministerial Alliance. Romulus Chamber Luncheon on Tuesday, April the 18th, will feature Matt Conquest from Crime Stoppers. And we are, I'm sure, familiar with the 1-800-SPEAK UP. The luncheon will be held at the Embassy Suites. We did a TV interview with this man, and he's a very good speaker, and it's a very good program. A lot of people in Romulus don't realize we have, that you can call 1-800-SPEAK UP about, not just in Detroit, but in this community as well. So that's going to be a very good program. On Friday, April the 21st, the Chamber Person of the Year presentation honoring our own Jan Lemon. And that will start at 6 o'clock with a reception, and dinner at 7. Tickets are $35 a person, RSVP with the Chamber. And Councilman Barden also mentioned the very important date on Saturday, April the 22nd, the Household Hazardous Waste Collection. Saturday, April 22nd, Earth Day Eco Fair at 10 o'clock till 2 o'clock p.m. at the Romulus Athletic Center. On Thursday, April the 27th, get to know your local government, Romulus City Hall, 6 p.m. to feature all city departments. New residents will be invited, but it's open to all residents, and it's a really good thing for our residents to come in and see how their local government is run. On Friday, April the 28th, there will be the Romulus Hometown Hero event at the Romulus Athletic Center. And on Sunday, April the 30th, the Romulus High School National Honor Society Chad Tuff Bowling Fundraiser, 3:30 p.m. Registration. Bowling will begin at 4 p.m., and that'll be at Romulus Lanes at $20 per person. So a good, exciting month coming up. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. A couple action items tonight for council, if I could. First is item A, which you have as a request to concur with the Roberto Scappatiggi from DPW and authorize the administration for DPW to repair a pump and pump station located within the farm subdivision for the detention system to discharge. The amount is $9,265, and the funds have been verified and available in the drains and public benefit farms account.
So moved. Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Makowski, supported by Ms. Choate. This is to concur with the administration authorize the DPW to repair the pump at the pump station located with the farm subdivision for their detention system to discharge in the amount of $9,265. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Ms. Makowski.
Yes.
Ms. Choate.
Yes.
Mr. Crowd.
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
Thank you, council. The second item is a request that came through Lynn Conway, Purchasing Director, and Roberto Scappatiggi, DPW Director, and that's a request to concur with administration, extend bid ITB 13/14-14 to HD Supply Waterworks and SLC Meter LLC, extending the 2015 contract pricing through April 30th of 18, respectfully, and for the purchase of the JMC 161 or equivalent fabricated lug-all stainless steel clamp couplings.
So moved for the bid of 13/14-14.
Support.
Been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Mr. Kraut, for the extension of the ITB 13/14-14. That's for the JCM 161 or equivalent fabricated lug and all stainless steel clamp coupling. Mr. Wadsworth.
Yes.
Mr. Kraut.
Yes.
Ms. Makowski.
Yes.
Ms. Choate.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
Thank you, council. The last item for action, recommendation from Lynn Conway, Purchasing Director, Ellen Craig Bragg, City Clerk, and Kathy Ritter, Assistant DPW Director, and that's to concur with the administration, award bid 16/17-30 to the lowest responsible bidder, Matt Lee Lawn Service, for a one-year contract for the mowing and trimming of the Romulus Memorial Cemetery and maintenance of some weeds and grass in the alley behind the downtown businesses for the City of Romulus, City Clerk, and DPW. Those funds for services have been verified and budgeted out of the General Fund Cemetery Contractual Services account.
So moved.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Makowski, supported by Mr. Kraut, bid award 16/17-30, one-year contractual services for the cemetery and downtown alley grass mowing. Ms. Makowski.
Yes.
Mr. Kraut.
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth.
Yes.
Ms. Choate.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
Thank you, council. That concludes my report.
Thank you.
Well, 6A is the clerk's report, but I do not have anything to report this evening.
Okay.
6B would be the treasurer's report, and there's nothing to report this evening under the treasurer's report. So it takes us to line item 7, and this is public comment, and this is the portion of our meeting that is open to those of you that are in the audience. If you'd like to have comments, please raise your hand. After being acknowledged by our chairperson, approach the podium. We ask that you state your name and that you please limit your comments to 3 minutes. Mr. Chair, we do not have any written requests this evening.
Any comments from the audience? Okay, Ms.
Good afternoon, Chairman, Mr. Mayor.
Good afternoon.
Elected officials. My name is Lisa Martin. I'm Vice President of the Western Wayne County branch of the NAACP. I thank you for your support in the past, and I just wanted to come tonight to invite everyone to our general membership meeting, which is this coming Monday, April the 10th. Our meeting starts at 7 p.m. at Christian Faith Ministries. The address is 27500 Marquette in Garden City. Our topics for our coming meeting will be voter education, HIV testing, and our 2 $500 scholarships that are available to graduating high school seniors. So we'd like to see everyone there if you have an opportunity this coming Monday. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Martin. Any other comments from the audience? No other comments? Public comments closed, Mr. Clerk.
Number 8 is unfinished business.
Mr. Chairman, if I could, Mayor, I'll direct this to you. I got a complaint from actually some of my residents that live on Barth Road that they had documented that last night that the train tracks on Eureka were blocked for 1 hour and 7 minutes from 7:44 until 8:51. And they said they made an attempt to call that number and they couldn't get through. And could we at least send some type of a complaint and a communication?
We sure can. That was the Eureka Road?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I can tell you, we're trying to work on a concerted effort with some other communities. We're pulling data together. Deputy Fire Chief Kraus has kind of helped me spearhead that. Tim and I have met with the DCC and Conference of Western Wayne. We're trying to give them more documentation like this, so we'll be happy to pass that along. And if others have it, I know that there's been some frustration with calling the hotline. Often either they don't get through or people have asked for information that it's impossible to get, like the number of the locomotive when the locomotive's not in front of them and things like that. So please do still try to call that number and let us know. And
I guess it was there and they switched for a while and they
Okay.
just stopped and nothing happened.
we'll be happy to pass it on.
Okay.
And, it's something we've got to address at some point.
Right,
Thank you.
correct. Okay. And one other thing, the Romulus Animal Shelter Bowl-a-thon is May the 12th. If you're interested, there's a sign-up sheet at the bowling alley, and we're looking for bowlers and anybody that would like to donate a prize. And like I said last week, Mayor Burkroff is paying for all the pizza. Thank you. And all the funds raised go directly into the shelter.
Thank you.
Is there any more unfinished business? Number 9 is new business.
If I may?
Yes, Ms. Mikowski.
Just one clarification. I don't want any disappointed toddlers at the library at 8:30 in the morning. It's actually at 10:30 in the morning. And I know it's difficult enough wrestling toddlers around, so it's at 10:30 in the morning. That's all. Thanks.
Okay, number 10 is communication.
Ms. Bird,
Yes, Mr. Kraut.
if you're celebrating a birthday in April, happy birthday to you, and have many more.
Thank you.
Okay, if there's no more communication, then number 11 is adjournment.
So moved.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Mr. Kraut for adjournment. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Mikowski?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, we are adjourned. Thank you.